Hello everybody, and this is Aubinator. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. No, psych, this is Rimworld. Oh my god! This is Rimworld. I can't believe that this is Rimworld. Let's just take a closer look at this. It's a spider of amazingness. This is the new Alpha 17, I think? Holy man, has it changed since I've last been on here. So first of all, the world, it's a world. I generated 100% because, well, there's the option to generate only 30%, but who likes a 30% world? So, oh my god, so this is amazing. Second of all, well, I didn't record since then, and I also noticed that they've got these road systems. What's up with this? Ancient asphalt road. And what's this? A stone road, a dirt road. We've got river systems. We've got a river here. There are areas that have large rivers. Let's see if I can find a large river. Here's one right here. A huge river. There's a stream somewhere, I bet. This is a stream? It's a creek. So, oh my god, this is amazing. This is so cool. This is probably the most realistic update that this game has gone through yet. I mean, it's got the polar ice caps. This is a thing now. So as you get closer to the poles, as you notice, the temperatures gradually get smaller. So winter temperatures, the average temperature is -8, average temperature -27. We go down towards the equator, 31 degrees Celsius, even closer. We've got 11 degrees, 24 degrees average, 26 degrees, and then guess what? It's going to go back down, 26, 13, 7, right down to the negatives. And for those of you Americans who are like, oh my god, how can you do this centigrade conversion or whatever? It's quite simple. 0, water freezes. So once you hit 0, water freezes. You get this. At 100, water boils. I don't know why people use Fahrenheit. 0 to 100 just makes sense. When it's below 0, it's winter time. When it's above 0, it's spring, summer, fall, whatever you want to call it. Holy man. Okay, rant complete. So, yeah, I got a couple of factions around here. We're just going to go over quickly here. So we got the North Iltledtedna Planetary. My god, who came up with this name? This is so ridiculous. North Iltledtedna. Well, they're going to be friends to me, so I have to be... This one's easy. Thin. That, just like the name, it's very thin. The name is thin, the wording is thin, and it is simple. And I've already spoken more about that than the Iltledtedna Planetary North. What about the South? Are there any of them in the South? Yeah, see, they're in the South, so it lies. We also have a couple pirates. The pirate band is the Manic Company, Injury Faction, and then we've got this tribe, which is apparently hostile to us. I guess they don't like us Outlanders. The Green Duck Rocabre. Anyways, so these are our communities around here, and as you notice, we're kind of connected, and I kind of selected this particular area. As you notice, I've skipped ahead the character selection and the actual map creation just to get a spin on things, because that can take forever to do. So I selected this location here because it's got a couple of things. It's got the so it's got the slate, marble, and granite, which are the 3 types that I like. It's got the small hills, and it's got a road access. I don't know what the ancient asphalt road will actually do. Asphalt? I don't know how you say that. Anyways, long story short, it's got road access. Now there's also this Fandangle tool. You right click on here, then I'm gonna right click on here. It's gonna take me a half a day's travel to get there. So if I ever need any like major equipment or medicine or whatever, I could just quickly run over here in half a day. Before, it would have taken, let's take that as an equal time point, boom, boom, to here. Equal time, a day and a half. So it would have taken 2 days versus a single day. Now what about this? We've got this one as well. That's only a day's travel away. Our next neighbor is over here. They are only 2 days travel way over here. How about these guys? They're 3 days travel. This is insanely close. Only 3 days down this road and up around the corner. So this is amazing. This tool is amazing, by the way, so that you can do things. You could also make a few waypoints. You can make a sort of a caravan. Let's say you want to do some trading between them. and then come on back. Add a new waypoint there. So we got a total of 8.3 days to make the full round trip. We could also remove these waypoints in between, so it's kind of like a GPS sort of system. You can right-click and remove the last waypoint sort of thing. Cool! Amazing. Let's move on. So let's go over to our colony. So here we are. We're about to land. I haven't started yet. And yeah, so as you can see, we've got the asphalt road that runs all the way through this. By the way, it's been a long time since I played any games on this. Well, in YouTube for any reason. What's this? Gold? Nice. Okay, so we've got a long road. It's been a long time, and I'm taking a long intro here. So let's get on with it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct this. We're also, actually, before we get started, man, I'm jumping around like crazy. Let's go over our character selection. I basically didn't min-max anything. I just went, okay, let's do stuff. People that are incapable of none. So people who are capable of pretty much anything. That is to say that they're not very good at it. For example, social capabilities are not very convincing or manipulative, but needless to say, they can do it if they are the only ones left in the town. So let's go on to introduction. So first of all, we've got myself. Incapable of none, neurotic, so we got a plus 20 global work speed with a mental break threshold of plus 8. So I work harder, but my nerves get the better of them. But then I also have a mood effect of plus 6, so that kind of cancels out. Plus I get another global work speed of 20, so we got 20 plus 40%. So I've got 140% of a work speed. Incredible. So we're going to see what that is going to get us. Unfortunately, I don't have very high construction speed, but if the work speed is really good for crafting, I'll basically do a lot of that. It'll be really quick. This is not so much, so it's not going to be the best of all worlds. Although if we've got the hardworking, fast global work speed of researching, then we can do that. So anyways, long story short, let's go to the backstory here. Born to a family of traveling merchants, Aubinator was mentored by his father in the ways of being a trader. He was often tasked with caring for the pack animals. Due to his nomadic lifestyle, he hunted and bartered for his food. So as you can see, his social capabilities and animal was a bonus because of his previous life as a caravan traveler. Then he was the caravaneer, the leader of the caravan. So my father has obviously kicked the bucket, and here I am today. Leader of the caravan, responsible for the safety of his caravan, and the head negotiator in countless trade deals. Hence, a bigger social capability here. He and his people prospered, but their wealth made them the target for brigands. They often had to take up arms to fend off bandits and highwaymen. So shooting is also up higher. So, first thing I'm going to do, just by looking at that, I'm going to grab myself a bolt-action rifle. We'll unrestrict the rest, and we'll go into restrictions because I've got a couple mods here as well. Let's go with KingBrit. He was on the left. KingBrit, if those of you who didn't know, is a gentleman who is on my, well, a subscriber to my YouTube channel. He's also a gentleman that has gifted me a couple of games in the past, which I am very appreciative of, and he is definitely helping me to pursue this lifestyle. So, long story short, and I say a long story short because it's actually a very long story, he was a medieval slave. Pulling carts and digging holes in the medieval world. Simple manual labor is his oldest companion along with his master's lash. He didn't learn to read until the age of 9, so he's intellectually dull, but he's very good at hard labor. So he's constructing, growing, mining, and he's good at animals, I guess. He was a settler in a new colony world as a colony settler, and such a life requires the jack of all trades, so he's got good construction, growing, mining, so that kind of pulls that out. The medieval slave brings up construction, growing, mining, and minus to intellectual. So he's really good at these ones. Oh, and he's a night owl. I didn't notice this one. So this will actually give him a buff. And if he is up during the evening, I'll have to remember to set that. He will get a little bit of a mood bonus if he's awake during the night hours between 23 and 6 hours. And he's an optimist. Permanent mood effect of plus 6. So he's least likely to break. And look at this. Steadfast. He is a mental break threshold of -9, so he's going to be harder to break as well. Killah is one of the first subscribers and a gentleman who was helping out with the with the Child's Play charity organization that I was doing. It was the Quad M, the massively modded Minecraft marathon, where we raised money for the Child's Play charity organization. Long story short, he joined me in that, and he's going to join me again today. He'll be my right or left-hand man, depending on what you're going to say is stage right, audience right, whatever. What is his story? Well, he's a cave world tender. He grew up in a cave, a complex deep beneath the surface of an inhospitable world. He worked with the other children tending to the tribe's fungus crops. So he's not very good at shooting because he was underground for so long, and he's only 16, but it's chronologically 697 years. So he was in a cryo sleep of some sort, but we'll see. And he's got one conundrum. Conundrum. What is this conundrum? Well, he worked with other children. He's got shooting is a negative, growing +4, and mining +2. So these guys seem to be like the big hard workers, and I'm like the social worker and defender. So it kind of works. I'm the leader, the caravaneer, the leader of the caravan. This is our caravan, and oh my God, I just noticed this. Male warg, Dudley Do-Right. Just so you know that I wasn't cheating, I want to show you this review scenario. This is the simple crash landed random pet 1 random pet, and the random pet I get is a warg. That's freaking incredible, because guess what? He can be trained in everything. Amazing. That's awesome. Okay, so that is great. I didn't even notice that before. So you were a brawler. Yeah, brawler. So you will grab this plasteel knife, and you were just somebody. We'll go with a pistol. All right. So yes, you may have guessed already, and I'm shaking my hands like you can see what I'm doing. So I'll shake my mouse like this. I have a couple of mods. You can see that we've got defensive positions. We'll go over that later when we get to it. The one that I really needed to download, and I'm surprised, super surprised that this isn't in the game already, is AllowTool. So, alright, so as you can see, we've got this unforbid tool. So before we had everything that was deselected as such. So what this, instead of double clicking on everything, it allows us to basically select everything and say, I don't want this to be forbidden anymore, instead of individually selecting it. Fan-fucking-tastic. Should be in the real game, should be moving. So here we go. Let's move along. Let's actually have something going. We've got that. We've got the dumping stockpile. We're going to make a roof over top of these areas here. You are going to start breaking this apart. Hopefully there's no unknown treasures in there. And of course I'm still attaching everything, double clicking like I normally do. Area revealed. Okay, so we got an area there. Great. Let's expand the roof area here. Structure, doors there. We're going to grab some beds. How are we going to fit this? So we're going to just throw those right there for now. Production, we're going to need an electric stove. There. We're going to need some power for that electric stove. So the battery, it's going to be in the dumping stockpile, so out the way. There for now. And a solar panel here. Followed by some conduits. Boom, boom. Alright. So while that's all working, I'll just kind of go over what is happening. So they're kind of gathered around and doing all their fun stuff. So yeah, we've got the unforbid all. We've also got the ability to unforbid everything on this map. So if we, instead of just unforbidding certain things, and as we find like there's some of this stone or this metal on this side, we can literally click this button and everything will be unforbidden. That would be fantastic. But there may be some things up here that I don't want collected right away because it's just too far. Yeah, so what's our first step? We're going to start working our way around this area here. We're going to clear out some areas. See, this is another one of those scenarios where it's just collecting too much. So what I might want to do is either zoom in here, but even then I may collect some things that are just off screen I didn't notice. This is where this really comes in handy. So the haul things. Gotta haul all those. Bam! I also have a haul urgently, so I can say, shoot, I wanted this like now, so let's haul that right away. Ooh, And let's get our priorities set up. That should be number 1. 2, 2, 2. So we want everyone to be a firefighter and patient first. You're going to be a doctor right away. Bed rest, hauling, flick. So if there's anything to flick, you need to stop what you're doing and do it right now. See, look, he went immediately and grabbed that haul priority. So how do we prioritize that? Let's prioritize that. So they're going to stop what they're doing and boom, he's going to go up and haul it. Let's say I wanted... whatever. You get the gist. He's not hauling this, even though this is closer, he's not hauling this. That is fantastic. What else do we have in here? We've got select similar. So let's say we have a whole bunch of these. And let's cancel this for now. Let's say we wanted to haul a bunch of similar stuff like this. So haul similar, only things that are of this nature, see? And it won't select all the other cool stuff. So there we go. Some really interesting... No, I don't want to chop per se, I just want to harvest. Where's the... Okay, that did work. Then we want to harvest anything, berries, Gila root. Gila root grows naturally now. Hello! That's amazing. Full qualities is good, superior, and poor. Oh man. Okay, good enough. Oh, we also have Night Owl. Who was it? Was it KingBrit? It was KingBrit. So we're going to restrict KingBrit. And we're going to do everything here. So you're going to sleep at this point. We're going to do joy at the beginning and the end of everybody's day. Anything 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're going to do that. You are going to be working through the night. And you guys will be working through most of the day like that. And we're going to do this with a 2, 3, 4, joy in the middle. This is kind of like how I like to kind of arrange things so that you're sleeping already. Perfect. So they get their 8 hours of sleep, and then this gray box is whatever. So if they need more sleep, they can sleep for a little bit more, or they can go to bed early if they're super tired. The same deal with this one here. So I may just do this, just so that if they need to go to bed 2 hours earlier, then they can. And then I'll just kind of copy this. You can copy this and then paste it down there or paste it here. I'm not going to do that. You are just creeping out, wandering around. Are you just out of things to do? Okay, let's get you something to do. So let's go. Orders. Mine. That looks like a good area to mine. So go ahead and do that now. Work, 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 work. So, Killer, you weren't set to mine. Now you are. So there we go. You have a passion for it. So we're going to do that more frequently. You got a passion for all that. Growing. Oh, we need a growing zone. Jeez. Grow zone. Let's put this rich soil. Is there any other soil? Okay, so this is rich soil here. Let us... Whoa! I clicked off by accident. Okay, let's do a rich soil zone there, and then let's do another area right here. Like so. Okay, and we're going to make this. We're going to start this with some taters. And this one is going to be rice. Let's get some more growing zones. All on the rich soil. So this is perfect. Okay, and this one's going to be corn. And later on we'll do strawberries when we have the ability. So that's great. Let's cancel all of this stuff here, because we're about to cut all of this stuff. There we go. Are you mining? You are mining, so that's good. You're doing your thing, you're doing your thing. Let's make sure that everything else is working. So we want haul at a level 2, 2, flicking at a level 1. So before anything else we want to fight, be patient, flick, and then later on bed rest if you're tired. Haul. This is a priority because if they're tired, then they're just a bag of hammers. They're not useful. That's pretty much how it works. Let's go with handle. handle first, then you'll do the construction, followed by mining, and then you'll go into cooking. Oh shoot, who's our cook? Oh geez, you're level 2, is it? King, you are our only cook. You are our only hope, and that is not good. Let's add bill, simple meal, details. Okay, well we'll just do until we have 6, so 2 per person just for now. Let's worry about hunting this guy. See if somebody's gonna take the bill for that one. Whoa, that was instant. What's your problem? You're just meditating. Cool. Alright. Well, I am going to cut it here. If anything interesting happens in the next little bit, I will bring it back and we will go from there.